and the stars are not bright enough to register on the picture. There's no doubt at all that these pictures are fantastic and they are real. One thing the crew were told, and it's quite an interesting point, is that the human eye is a very good optical instrument. The human eye can see changes in colour and texture that sometimes it's very difficult to see on a photograph. So although we've got wonderful photographs of the moon, actually having somebody there and looking around, scouting at a target area they've been told to look at, and say the texture of that rock, the colour of that what so-called ejector blanket, which has been thrown up by an ancient explosion, looks slightly different from what it appears in the pictures, and we'll take a few more observations of that.
Yet, there are people here in Kosovo as well and elsewhere who find it hard to believe these pictures are real, taken by Christina, Reed, Victor and Jeremy in space. Many ask, where are the stars in these pictures? Why don't they appear? Are there stars between the moon and Earth or after Earth? If it's okay to ask, how would you respond to these who are skeptical about these pictures?
Well, there are stars in the sky. It's just that the moon and the Earth are so bright that in order to get a good picture of them, you overexpose and the stars are not bright enough to register on the picture. There have been some observations they took when they looked away from the moon, when they were in the moon's shadow, where they have seen stars and they have seen planets. It's just a question of the exposure of the photographic frame. So there's no doubt at all that these pictures are fantastic and they are real. You know, there are, in the internet age, the people who believe that we never went to the moon and it was all filmed on a set somewhere in America and all this is fake and artifice, they can have a louder voice than they did in the past and they can come up with their theory. But none of their theory works in the sense that all the observations of the lunar surface, of the astronauts, of the pictures, they're all perfectly understandable as being real.